Hey guys, today we're gonna be doing a tutorial on KSP. Also, if you're new, you might get confused on like the training section. I got confused a bit too, like when I started playing Turbo Space Program. So there's a tutorial. So when you get in the training tab, you'll want to first click on the getting started in basic construction, and then you can click start. It's gonna load a bit. I can give you a moment. You can pause the video to read a bit. So what he's asking you to do is just to click on the vehicle assembly building, and you'll get it. Pause the video to read it easy. Now he's asking you to click on the MK1 command prompt to push it down. You can take text read if you want. Basically, go to utility tab and then click on the M16 parachute. Put it on top of here. And yeah. So basically, right click on this and then drag this to like 0.2. You have to be exact, but I like to be exact, so yeah. With our engine tab, if you're wondering where the race is over here, and then attach a BAC, what is it called? Dumper, solid rocket engine. Oh, what? Okay. Sorry, sir. There we go. So, he made a mistake, and you're not supposed to like put the space there because it's too powerful for the rocket because it has such a small payload. You're gonna either burn up on exit or re-entry. So, delete. Click next. Add the solid rocket motor. No, you're just gonna let it fly like this. It's going to flip over, and then because the parachute's gonna deploy once you launch it, which is a bit funny. But it's not gonna be that good for you. So click on the plus button. Put the solid motor over here. And the face. Oh wait, I need to name this. So you could just name this randomly, but on the flight, it wouldn't show that name because it doesn't say for you. So because this is a training tab, right? So I'm gonna name this. Please subscribe. And then you could also give some description, like, but I'm not gonna do it right now. And then hit the save button, and then you're done with the first tutorial. Now on the actual mission, however, you're not gonna leave. You're gonna click on the launch button, but it's not available right here, so we're gonna go back to the training tab, click on basic flight. now he's just gonna go over all the like controls of this craft. You can pause the video to read it if you want to. I'm just going to point out like the most commonly mistaken words, if that makes sense. So, this thing's like on the top here, like, there's this, this shows how high it is, and then this is a vertical speed. You can activate, action groups. I'm not gonna get, to that detailed on it. There's an abort button. Not many people look at the atmosphere, gauge, but, I do a bit because, like, I'm not gonna get that much details on this flight. So I got a bit confused on this. So basically, if this icon is still gray, it means it's safe to deploy. If it's orange, it's unsafe. If it's red, it's very risky. Blue is when it's armed. Green is when it's deployed, and then red is when it's like cut off. One thing I didn't mention here is this shows like yellow, it means it's partially deployed, and then yeah. The first time I did this, I forgot to read this part, so I flew straight up, and then I just go down, and it becomes too fast for it to have the parachute open. So don't make that mistake. I'm gonna launch this, okay? So basically fly like this, like in an arc, so you don't like become too fast. Now you're not gonna go to space with this tiny rocket. You're just this is like the most simple version I can find. Remember when I told you like this, when this is yellow, it means it's partially deployed? This is partially deployed right here. So, this part may be a little boring because you're just like waiting here for it to like splash down. This could probably take like 1 or 2 minutes. So I know this trick. It doesn't allow you to time warp in this tutorial. So you go to maps mode by pressing M. Click on somewhere that's below the surface. Click warp here. And then it just warps for you. If you want to enjoy the splashdown, you could probably like stop time warp right here. And yeah, now we're gonna learn how to go to space. I mean, first we have to build the rocket, so. Okay, click on Vehicle Assembly Building. So basically what he's telling you to do is go to Open tab, and then load this. Although if for some reason this doesn't show up, like you could just go like this. There we go. What he's asking you to do is like put up the min pressure. So what the min pressure actually do is like it actually deploys at atmospheric pressure, like it's showing. So this is going to deploy at about 2 kilometers above sea level. No, it's actually above sea level, not above ground level. So if you mess this up, don't blame me. Let's name this right your wing. Okay. And next. I couldn't. Okay, sorry. Okay, fine, okay. Click on science. Basically, we're supposed to add this science thing to the computer. Just like click on XP, and then, or you could just click on it, and then put it near the top. So if you know a little more about rockets, like basically you don't have the entire rocket go into the atmosphere. You like separate, and then it just leads to the capsule itself. So it wouldn't have a deadly re-entry. So in Kerbal Space Program, the way to do it is add a decoupler. So go to coupling tab, click on TD12, and then put it at the bottom. This is a bit useless. Okay, so this time we're not going to put like a solid motor. You can't really shut down a solid motor, so we're going to like fuel tanks instead of engines. We click on like FL-T100. I'm not going to read it. And then just put it under. Now you don't want to go like keep going like this. That's just a lot of work. Basically hold Alt and then click on this until it's 5 fuel tanks. Wow, this is an ugly rocket. And then you go to the engines tab. If for some reason you don't see this, click on this, and then it should be there if you go to the engine. Now, if you look like let's get scientific for a sec. If you look at the like center of mass and the center of aerodynamics, if it's like this, the air will push onto the top and then flip this rocket over. So we don't want to have that, which is why we need fin. It just puts a drag at the bottom of the rocket. So go to aerodynamics. Click X two more times, and then put this at the bottom. Now, see that like the center of aerodynamics is below the center of mass. It keeps it like from flipping over. And we're gonna fly this thing. I don't know if you noticed this, but the weird thing about this is Like, why is the decoupler floating over the fuel tanks? That's just weird. Yeah, basically it's telling you to turn 80 degrees to the west when to actually you can read it yourself. So what SAS do for you is like basically it keeps you from like keep flipping over, and it makes life a lot easier. So press shift to like make it at 2/3 and then hit T and you're ready to go. One thing is like really annoying about like throttling with shift keys is like on a lunar landing missions you're like spamming it a lot, and then my computer literally just shows sticky keys, and then by the time I click no, my rocket already crashed, so it's really annoying. Yeah, I don't have to press escape, you can pause the video. So click launch, click space, and then you want to follow the target marker over here, like the pink thing, not the yellow. That's a prograde, it's a really different thing. On the actual flight, however, it's not going to show you this, you have to do this yourself. Okay, hold shift. It's gonna show some flames a bit, don't worry, it will. That's not actually fire, that's called plasma, it's because of the pressure against the atmosphere. Pause the video if you need to. I'm gonna go to N. So, unlike the real world in Kerbal, the space is 70 kilometers. By the way, if you're not familiar with metric system, deal with it. Yeah, that's all I have to say. So, in the real world, however, it's like 100 kilometers. I'm gonna click on target. And we just wait. This is so boring. I'm gonna run some experiments. If you wanna run an experiment, just like left click on the, right click on the like science experiment, click observe or like log. Now if you have a antenna, you can probably transmit the data, but I don't have one, so I'm gonna keep experiment. You could also do a EDA, but this shows up. Waiting is so boring, actually. Also click on the surface. Align yourself to the target, which is 70 degrees. If you're coming back from orbit though, note this is suborbit, not orbit. Just click on surface and then retrograde. And you got yourself. I keep using middle mouse key because I'm so used to Blender. If you know what it is. Press space to separate. Honestly, this is kind of cool. Let's turn SAS off. Somebody remind me to stop using middle mouse key. I'm gonna activate the parachute on the side. And let the boredom begin. Now, this might be a bit entertaining to you because it's probably your first time. I literally watched like 1 billion re-entries already, so this is so boring for me now. I'm gonna run another experiment. Now, if you're wondering why you're gonna run experiments, like it's really useless in like sandbox mode. But if you're in career or science, oh, here comes the re-entry frame. If you're in science or career mode, you need to gather science to have more parts. Oh my gosh, the G-force is skyrocketing. If you go to settings and then click on this button, it could allow your astronaut to die because of high G-forces. Let's watch our rocket it just splashed down. Now, in order for to have a gentle landing, the vertical velocity meter needs to be higher than like minus 2 meters per second. Oh, here comes the parachute. And the rest is boring, so I'm gonna time warp. You also can't auto time warp. I mean, you can't time warp in this scenario, but you could auto time warp. So, in case if you're wondering how to do this, just right click. I'm gonna teach you more about time warps when we get to the orbiting 101. I heard in the earlier versions of KSP there is no time warp, so I'm guessing that's really boring. And the crew has returned. This time we're gonna go for orbit, but we're gonna first create the ship. Which looks like this apparently in the old versions of KSP. So click on this parachute, like the normal Let's all stay familiar, right? Take a moment to read this video. So another decoupler. No, this is a radical decoupler, so if you mess this up, it'll be really weird. RC actually, RCS tanks are used for docking and orbital maneuvers. I mean, like small orbital maneuvers and like rotation. Although many people use like reaction wheels to do rotation. This is too much fuel. We're gonna lower this. And then these are the tanks that are actually gonna feed the engine. And then get the carrier. This tiny engines like only like work in the upper atmosphere, so please don't attach this to your like SSTO. Now this is where the center of mass gets useful. In order for the RCS tanks to actually feed the RCS thrusters that are actually like making the maneuvers, tiny maneuvers for the craft. Now I said tiny because you're not gonna go to orbit with only these thrusters. We're gonna get rid of all the fuel. And then note where the center of mass is. It's about there. Remember that, and then refuel the tanks. If you're wondering how to fuel the tanks, just right click on them. Now remember where like this center of mass is. So basically we have to find the middle point between the empty center of mass and this one. Click on force geometry. Go to command and control. Place the thruster flux right around here, and then turn off center of mass. Now, if you're doing like if you're doing like an unmanned spacecraft and you run out of electricity, you can't control it. So, for like unmanned spacecraft, I recommend using solar panels or batteries or both. Most likely both, because if you go behind a planet, you're doomed. So we're going to electrical. Oh, where is it? Oh, okay. Now in this tutorial, they're gonna use like this panel, but you could also get like retractable panels and extendable. Oh wait, A. And then put the batteries here. Now it looks so goofy. Now, you're not gonna use this stage all the way to orbit. This is just to shed the weight of the bottom stages, and then this can boost you up. So we're gonna put a decoupler here. And then put two of the speed things. Again, if you can't find this engine, go here. So this engine with the solid motors is gonna be too much thrust. So we're gonna lower this to 65. went. Oh wait, I accidentally did the gimbal limit. Sorry about that. Also, please don't set this to 69 because that's inappropriate. So we're also gonna have solar rocket boosters. If you look at the real life rockets, like the Ariane 5 or the SLS, they have like those side rockets thingy. So that's what we're gonna add here. Although maybe not that big. Alright, so just don't mess up like liquid fuel engines over here. Like the engines for liquid fuels are over here, the tanks for liquid fuel is over here. So don't mess it up. Meanwhile, the solar rocket boosters are over here, not in tanks. And then if you're having trouble putting this on here, just put your mouse over the decoupling. It might be hard to see it. Okay, there we go. So, this will be too much thrust, so we're gonna lower this to 50%. I like to be accurate, but you don't have to. If you change this one, it'll also change this one. So you could add this looks weird, right? And it has bad aerodynamics. So we're gonna add nose cones. Okay, this is gonna be unstable. If you wanna see why, it's like there's a center of aerodynamics. That's very unstable. So we're gonna fix that. Set this to ×4 symmetry. Put it over here. Make sure it doesn't overlap with a solar rocket booster, because it's gonna be a short flight if you do. Okay, the staging is weird, so we're gonna put the liquid fuel rocket engine with the solid boosters, and yeah. Click on the pod, click Q or E to align it for the launch pad. Now, I don't usually do this. I basically do a roll program by launching it and then just rolling it towards the direction I want to, and then I pitch. If something goes wrong with the rocket, the astronauts aren't gonna survive. So you want to do abort action. Abort action group, like clicking on actions over here. Now, if you don't have a mouse, it's probably going to be a little difficult for you. Click on abort. This can be triggered by your backspace. Click on this. Click your couple. Click on the steering over here. Shut down engine. And then basically do that to the other liquid fuel engines. This is a solid rocket booster right here, so you can't shut it down. The only thing we can do is decouple it. And we're good. What was that sound? Turbos are weird. Oh wait, I need a name it. Goofy spacecraft. Honestly, it kinda actually is goofy, so That's why I named it. I mean, how goofy can you get with this? You technically don't need to save it. Now for the last tutorial for this part, I'm gonna review these on the next series of videos. Is going for orbit. Now this is one of the hardest tutorials you can. I mean, this is one of the hardest training sections you can do. So don't worry if you can't get this first try. I literally spent a month trying to figure this out. Pause to read if you have to. Now, if you're really having trouble, click on target. And I'm gonna launch this. Now, here's the trick. You don't have to go to max mode to see the Apple axis, which is the highest point in orbit. You can go like this. See? Now, hit this. Look at how majestic this is. It's gonna start pitching really fast, so you have to catch up with it. And then some of it, sometimes it just goes up for some reason. I think that's just to raise the Apple axis, but I'm not really sure. It gets really wobbly over here because we're passing like max speed, and then it goes up. Oh gosh. I think I might have messed up, but let's just continue because we don't give up. Oh gosh, this is so hard. I could literally build better rockets than this. This is why I call it so goofy. Oh my gosh, why is this rocket so bad? I'm literally spamming the controls right now. Okay, this is gonna take a while, so if you're not patient, you're doomed. You know, in the future, I'm gonna look back at these videos and I'll be like, I'm so bad at this. I mean, I'm not like everyday astronaut or Scout Manly or Matt Brown or anything. They're like obviously way better than this. I'm not going to map mode because I could literally watch this. And I don't like map mode. I'm not going to use it unless I have to. Once Apple axis reaches 80 kilometers, it shut down. Although if it passes that, he's going to shut it down for you. But I wouldn't be lazy. I'm going to shut it down myself. Actually, I'm lazy sometimes, but who cares? Okay. Bruh, he literally just opened map view for me. I didn't do it, actually. Oh. I was too busy talking. I forgot to shut it down. Sorry about that. And it's gonna be a little boring because just watching it go up is a little boring. So feel free just to like grab a snack and then enjoy the scene of Kerbin. Note this is not Earth. Earth is much bigger than this. I think about 6 times. Um, they just want to make the game easier. Although there is a mod where you could, basically, uh, like, get a real Earth and a real solar system. Sorry about that if I'm just pausing between saying things, because I'm a little concerned over here. Why is there a missing battery? That's concerning. And when you get a space, they always play this music. This is where they introduce time warp, but they're not gonna teach us how to use it. When you're in space, though, it would be best to click on orbit, and then click on maneuver. Now you see here, basically, he did this maneuver where you circularize the burn. The orbit. We're still in suborbit, so that means if we continue going, we're gonna crash. So we have to make this burn. Man, I think this video is a little too long for me. Was a rookie. I'm not that good of a YouTuber, right? We're gonna talk more about maneuver nodes later. Just when he tells you to hit V, just hit V. There we go. I'm gonna shut down the engine for me, so I don't have to worry about that. Although, in real life, you have to do that yourself. And congratulations, you're in orbit. It looks like the Mercury. I think it's called Friendship 7 moment. This still looks like a Mercury capsule, right? Only it's just named differently. You don't have to do time warp, but I'm gonna do time warp because I want to. And it's gonna be a boring wait. If you want to take the astronaut back still, wait. Also, if you want to enjoy the scene, there you go. And sunrise. Awesome scene, isn't it? Okay, click on retrograde if you want to take Valentina back home. By the way, in case you're wondering, she's named after, if I pronounce it wrong, don't blame me. Valentina Tereshkova, I think? Like the first woman in space. Although, basically lower your Apple axis down to 20 kilometers, and then do the work for you of getting her back. And that's a bit under, but it's still survivable. Somebody told me not to use middle key. Now's a good time to click on surface. And I'm gonna time warp because this is a long wait. Oh, okay. We entered the atmosphere. Decouple the upper stage, and then you're ready to go. Parachute. Man, my speed is so high. Now, this might be exciting for you because you probably I think the reason why you're watching this is because you're like new to Kerbal Space Program, maybe. It's gonna have a lot of flames, but I literally watched this a million times. So if I look bored, don't blame me. Oh, look at that. At least I don't think everything is boring. I mean, this looks actually kind of cool. Just tumbling. But still, this is kind of boring. Also, let me just mention, since this is my second video, please leave in the comment ways I could do better as a YouTuber, okay? But it looks so boring. I wish they enable time warp. Also, tell me if I should buy KSP too. Oh, we're approaching our launch site, but I don't think we're gonna land there. You know what? I should turn off SAS. See what I mean? This is so boring. Actually, I think we're gonna land on land, so might as well turn this on. Basically, this tells you like height over terrain, which is like it's not height above sea level, it's height above like the land. So it could be useful for lunar landings and other like bodies without water. Oh, it's having re-entry flames. This is normal. Unless you're coming back from the moon, you need a heat shield. If you don't, you're gonna blow up. Yeah, we're going over land. Also, our space center is over there. If you could see that, like a bit, like see those blinking lights a bit. That's the launch facility. Let me check our trajectory. I think we're gonna just land just short of the KSP, which is our Also, the real life KSP is called Kennedy Space Center, but this one's called Kerbal Space Center. You probably know why. 48 minutes? Oh, that's long. Comment down below if you think this video is a bit too long for me. Actually, I think they're probably gonna fly like past by. Yeah, we are. Now it's probably a good time to tell you what I like to do in Kerbal. Basically, I like to land on the moon. I like to make rockets look really detailed. What I don't like is if you kill Jebediah. He's like literally the main character here. If you do though, I'll be so mad at you. Oh great, now you guys are just gonna spam up a lot of comments that you killed Jebediah. Minutes into the video, that's a bit long. I hope the next one's gonna be a bit shorter. By the way, don't worry, this is a last tutorial I'm gonna do for this video. Stay tuned for other videos, okay? Wait, I took EVA? I don't recommend doing this. Here comes the parachute. Oh, I should probably turn this off. And this part's boring, so I'm gonna time warp. We'll go over the basics of time warping in the next video. And okay guys, thank you for watching this video. Comment down below if you like this, and bye.